Hi, it's Rob here from the Gym Team. Welcome to Legs, Bums and Tums. Today we're looking at holds. As the terminology might describe, we're going to be holding some exercises. Great all-round body workout. Okay, grab yourself a pint of water, take a sip, look around your lips and hydrate. Cheers. Put your water safely to the side. As always with these training sessions, please make sure that you've closed the doors and give yourself some nice quiet time for you to be able to be non-distracted, and also take your phone to silent. Also, please make sure that everyone else knows you're taking, or somebody else knows you're taking part in the training session. Right, clear yourself a space. Check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Check above your head, make sure your hands aren't going to go any light fittings. From there, we're just going to march out on the spot, keep our back up, chest up. Now, the idea of this class is to try and take the impact out of training. So if you get a little problem with your joints, then this is a great little class for you. So if you know that marching on the spot is difficult, keep the balls of your feet down to the floor and just pump and tap the floor with your heels. From there, take a knee lift, up high. Hips drive forward, shoulders back, chest lifted. Drive those knees up nice and high. 8, 7, 6 more, and 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, so from here, you should be able to stand on one leg. Use balance to the side of the wall. We're going to take a knee-high lift. Now, as you do this, drive your pelvis forward and lift your chest up nice and high. Slow lift, controlled lower. Now, take notice as to what happens with your foot, your knee, your hip. So once we're coming up in a straight line and coming back down that straight line, feeling your big toe to your little toe square to the floor, second toe pinching into it. High, nice, lifts up nice and high. 1 more. Let's change the legs. Again, you might need the wall for support as you're doing this. If you've got the balance, kick it through. Now, to start the exercise as always, trying to hitch this hip and then knee lift up nice and high and strong. So you're lifting strong, lowering back down again. Now feel what happens to this foot. Does the foot supinate? Does the knee turn in or lateral or movement? What happens at that knee? Keep your pelvis forward, lift your chest. 2 more here. 1 more here. Love it. Shake it out, roll your hips side to side. Might just get a bit tight in the hip flexor there. Okay, so standing on the right leg, feet fist gap apart. You're going to lift the right knee. You're going to turn the foot in. Back again and lower down. Lift again. Turn in. Turn back out. Drop it again. Hold your balance. Nice and strong. Now feel yourself lift and center up through the body. Fire your glutes nice and tight. Strong in the hip joints. 2 more here. Let's go. Again, grab the wall, whatever you need to, for you to keep stable and moving here. And release. Shake and roll your hips. Change legs. Standing on the left leg, hips drive forward. Right knee step, in, turn, and again. Lift, turn, rotate, come back out. So we're just trying to practice and develop our internal and external rotation of our hip. Might find a few clicks and cracks coming out of this as you're working through. Keep lifting, keep turning, keep working. See if you can keep fully balanced on this leg. So this foot isn't touching the floor as it comes back in. And the hips are still driven forward, the chest is lifted high. 1 more here. Good work. Shake it out. Walk around. Shake it out. Get your pelvis moving. Tilt it side to side. Okay, so from here, no prizes for guessing where we're going to go. We're going to lift up here. We're going to turn the leg out. Turn it back in and back again. You're trying to keep that knee in the same position. Now you might find you've got less movement here, less rotation. You might find as well as you come to this position here, the knee wants to sit down as it wants to twist in to create torque. So see if you keep it in play. See how much turn you've got. Bring it back again. It's a really tough little exercise. Once you've got your balance, come back into it. Get your pelvis forward. Keep your chest lifted. Balance, rotate, drop again. 3 more, let's go. 2 more here. Last one. It's a killer of a little exercise. And release, shake it out. Hips and pelvis, give them a shake, give them a turn, roll the hips. Roll back the other way. Shake it out, let's change again. So we're going to raise that right knee up. Tilt, back, and drop. See how high you can knee lift. Strong lifts. Keep that balance. Now, if you're feeling you're going off balance, you might be finding that your standing foot is laterally, or it's rotating outwards, or might be rotating inwards. So make sure you're feeling that big toe to little toe down to the floor. Drive that rotation. 3 more here. This is all isometrically working a standing leg. You can really feel it. You can definitely feel it as you stand, you get the glutes fired in. Whether or not you're creating that torque and that movement. Oh, last one, go on. Up, rotate, back in, and drop. Shake out the hips. Oh, that's deep right into the muscle groups. Okay, so toes turn in a little bit. Fist gap between the feet. Hands on top of the thighs, push back on the hips. Slowly controlled, lift through the body, stand. Angle your thumbs behind you and lift and lean back. Chin back, draw back, nose back, look right behind you. Let's go again, feet to flat, hinge. Strong in the lift. Glutes in strong, lift strong. Lean back, chin back, extend. 3 more here. Keeping it slow and controlled. One more hit. Good work. And release. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to need a weight, which is just over here, bubble butt in each hand. Okay, fairly heavy-ish weights. Okay, so a couple of 5 kilos weights. Okay, we're going to get our feet, fist gap apart, toes turn in. We're going to tilt to one side. And we're just going to keep pulsing down to that side. Chest lifted. Reaching down, weights running down by the side of the knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So really holding down as deep as we can through it. We're going to get to the same side, but this time, can you hover? So you're going to take this right foot off the floor while standing on the left leg and tilt. Balance. Feel what happens in your standing foot. Okay, so if you feel it going off tilt like I just went there, squeeze your big toe and your little toe down in the floor. You'll create a grip of your foot and it will help stabilize your balance. Also, pick something in the long distance away from you and keep focusing on it. So you're really focusing hard, strong, lean back, tilt, keep that foot off the floor. And release. God, I really feel like that last one really wants to jerk you out as you fatigue. Here we go, let's change legs. So we're going to stand the right leg and the left leg equal this time. Fist gap apart between the feet. You're going to tilt to one side and go down as low as you can. You're going to tilt and balance here. Pulse it down. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly taking that back up. Now from here, we're going to stand on that right leg, drive your pelvis forward, tilt down to that side. So we've got that left foot hovering off the floor, stabilizing, using all that strength through it. Now, if you're finding yourself tilting and leaning forwards, you need to lean back, lift your chest, feel that movement again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Taking those weights by your side, rotate round to your right, rotate round to your left. Just trying to get the column of the spine nice and straight. Lift your chest, bring your shoulders back. Rotate round the other side. Keep your head facing forward and allow your shoulder to come underneath that chin. But make sure you're feeling that big toe to little toe down to the floor. The other thing as you work through this rotation, you're trying to make sure that you're controlling the weights as you're rotating around. So you're not just swinging the weights, you're lifting and rotating the weights. So if you're finding that swinging, slow it down, maybe consider some heavier weights, and find that strength, tighten up your glutes. Remember, it's a glute exercise class. Legs, bums, and tongues. We're going to work those glutes strong. And the more you drive your pelvis forward and your shoulders back into position, you're going to feel your abdominals and your legs work harder. And release, shaking it out. Okay, so from here, stand on the right foot. We step forward with the left. Take the balance, and we're going to hold into this position here. So we're holding that lunge. Now, your back foot and knee want to be facing directly forwards. You've stepped forwards in a straight line. So we started with our feet fist gap apart, and we're going to finish with our feet still running on those same railway tracks. Slowly push yourself back up to standing and return one of the weights to the floor. Grabbing the other, just one weight. Step forward on the left foot. Flex the right knee down and hold. See if you can lift the weight overhead and hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. Change legs. Finish your T then. Lift and strong. Hold it. Shoulders back, chest lifted high. Keeping that big stride again. Those feet fist gap apart. Lifting the weights up and high and back. Strong lift and control. Feel your big toe to your little toe flat down to the floor. You really want to be feeling this lengthening through the hip flexor on the left side. The shoulders back into position, torso lifted and high. 3, 2, 1, and slowly releasing the weight, standing yourself up. Shaking it out. Okay. Grabbing yourself a mat and placing that mat down onto the floor. Okay, take yourself down to the ground. Okay, so you can do this with the weight or without the weight. You're going to lift your chest up, feel your abdominals contract, and hold it up here over at chest height. The shoulders are lifted off the floor, And once you've lifted your chest as high as you feel comfortable, feeling the abdominals contract, you've got the weight in line with your chest and the shoulders protracted back as far as you can. What I mean by that is you've come up, you've probably pushed the weight away to give yourself some acceleration or some momentum to get up. Once you've got your shoulder blades off the floor, your chin looking back up at the wall, keep your arms straight, but allow your shoulders to come back into position. It takes a little bit of pressure, specifically off the sternocleidomastoid root, and also that levator scap gets a bit of a release as well. We're letting the shoulder blade come back to where it needs to be. Now, that should take some pressure off your neck muscles. As you've held it up, you're just going to keep holding it. You're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Stretch out both legs nice and long and straight. Point your toes away. From here, walk your feet back in, knees up to the ceiling. Again, same press and hold. Retract the shoulder blades. Keep those arms fully extended. Weight in line with the chest. You're going to lift your right knee up and extend that right leg away. Lift that right knee back in and keep the foot hovering off the floor. Again, holding strong. Lift and lower that leg away. Flex the knee back in and hover the floor again. Now again, if you're finding this too much with the knee movement and the hip movement, you can just have that foot just hovering the floor and you'll get a similar strong hard workout. If you want to make it even harder, you can just hover the floor with a straight leg. You're working it here. 3, 2, and 1. And resting. Let your neck rest. Lengthen both legs, placing the back of your legs flat to the floor. From there, both knees walk back in again. Raise the chest up, take the shoulder blades off the floor, extend the weight again. Let the shoulder blades retract back, fully extend the arm. You lift the left knee up, fully extend the left leg. Knee flex back into position, foot stays off the floor all the way through the move. Now, you want to try and keep that lower back really squeezed in tight to the floor. The left knee moving all the time, weight in line with the chest. Again, keeping the shoulder blade back into position. Still moving strong and long. And each time that foot just hovering out, see if you reach longer. Again, if it's too much for you, you can just keep the leg where it is, so the foot's hovering the floor. Alternatively, if it's too easy of a challenge, keep that leg extended out. You can just do a little flutter here, or just try to hold it. A lot of isometric work, really hard. You've really got to switch on all these muscles to keep you working hard. 3, 2, 1, and release. Let it drop down to the side. Onto your right side then, flexing the right knee. Lifting the left leg out straight to the side. Top of that left hip up. And you're going to hold. Straighten the leg. And I want you to do, if you can, the smallest of circles with that foot. So you're just holding it tight. But by having a little bit of movement into it, it just takes the mind off what we're trying to do here. When I say small, you're literally moving it about a millimetre in that circle direction. It feels like a millimetre, it's probably about 3 centimetres, but keep it going. Keep it straight as if you're really pushing your heel away from the body, trying to extend through the leg. 4 more little circles. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. And release. Knee flex up and forwards. Massage the outside of the hip. Good work. Shaking it out, roll over to the left side. And laying strong on the left side. Have a little bit of a knee flex in that bottom leg. From here, you're going to raise that right leg up nice and straight and high. And keep it straight out from the nose through to the pelvis. And I'm just going to do these small ankle circles again. Really fixating through the hip, the glutes working hard. Lifting high, up and around. Slow, small, strong circles. See if you can push even stronger and longer with that heel away from the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Taking that right knee in front of the body, foot flat to the floor. Lift the bottom leg straight and away from you. Push the heel away. And again, you're going to work these little minute little circles. Again, trying to keep that heel up high. You can just hold it, which of course would be a perfect isometric contraction. I do like these little movements here. Just generating a little movement. Again, we're looking at millimeters of the circumduction of that hip. A little spiral movement. And the idea behind it is it's just taking your mind off it from being just a straightforward hold. Again, there's no impact into that muscle or into that joint. The body is working hard to control and lift that leg. And release. Shake it out. Let's change legs. Rolling onto the side. Again, pelvis forward. And again, we're lifting and just the smallest of circles in that clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Again, you're literally circumducting by a millimeter. Hi, Chris. And again, you can rest your head down. You might choose to get a cushion in here or whatever, just to give yourself as much support through. But you're trying to get from the side of your body all the way down to the floor here as well, connected to the ground. You should be feeling a tight work in the inner thigh muscles of this leg. The leg staying nice and strong and long. 3 more. 2 more. 1 and rest. Good stuff. Laying on the right leg and take yourself into a quad stretch. So you're going to reach down and pick up your left foot. Feel a nice big stretch all the way through the front of the left thigh. Keep that stretch and that hold nicely here. Push forward on the hips, lean back through the shoulders for the extension. And release. We're going to swap the legs. You can roll over to the side if you choose as well. You've got the strength, you'll be able to hold that left leg up. Straight leg extension while stretching out front of the right thigh. Now again, you can extend that knee back slightly if you choose to. Get that hip flexor work a little bit harder. Slowly releasing. Gently and quietly take yourself up through into standing. From here, feet fist gap apart, hinge, feel a big stretch all the way through the back of your legs. Feel from your big toe to your little toe, flat down to the floor. Releasing and standing and stretching, taking the left hand between the shoulder blades. The same arm that's come up, you're going to tilt over to the right side and feel that stretch all the way through the upper back and into the lats as well. Slowly releasing and stretching, developing it. If you want to, by holding it for a further 10 seconds, Alternatively, tilting and driving your hips over to the side and feeling a big stretch through the lateral side of the body again. Slowly releasing, shaking it out. Interlocking the fingers and rolling one way, roll back the other way. And release, shake it out. Really, really well trained. Hope you enjoyed that training session. Really low impact training set, but really, really effective for helping you to gain improvements in your flexibility and strength and your posture as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time for the next one. More training. Cheers. Cool.